What's up, guys? We're back with another video. If you are new here, my name is Sammy and we're the Mermaid Gang. This is where you can come and suspend your disbelief. I am your favorite manifestation coach and your favorite YouTuber. So, if you would like for me to help you dissolve whatever's between you and your manifestation, go ahead and sign up for coaching with me right here. And if you would like to join my channel, we are currently doing the over-exaggerated delusional challenge on my membership here on YouTube. You can either hit the join button if you see it down here somewhere, or you can click the link in my description box and join right there as well. All right, the audio should be good. I have a brand new mic, and so we should be good, okay? So yes, my hair is different. Again, this is the color that I was going for. The last color was just the stripped out color. That wasn't a color. Like, I didn't intentionally color it that color. This is the intended color. Okay. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about the fact that there are so many rules all of a sudden. There's just so many rules to manifestation. And I want to talk about why there's actually 0 rules to manifestation and why. Something I need you guys to think about before, because look, in my comments, I see it on Twitter, I see it in the group, I see it everywhere. I think I have gremlin's hair on my lip. Okay. Anyway, I see it everywhere that, well, there's this rule or else I can't get my manifestation, or I have to follow this rule, or I have to do it this way, or I have to do this method, or this method is right and this method is wrong, and this and this and this and this and this, and just all these what if, do I have to do this, do I have to do this? When the truth is, there's no rules to manifesting, and I'm going to explain to you and prove to you why. Think about your life right now. First of all, manifesting is not something you just picked up. You have always been manifesting. The experience that you're having right now, you manifested it, whether you know it or not. Whether you were intentionally manifesting it or not, you manifested it. Therefore, you're already a master at manifesting. You already do it absolutely perfectly. Did you create this experience you have now by following all these rules? Did you make sure you didn't use words like can't, don't, never? Did you make sure that you were being or assuming that you had this experience, or being the person who has this experience? Did you do the 369 method? Did you make sure you had perfect self-concept? Did you make sure you weren't putting your desire or current experience on a pedestal? Did you do any of those things? There's many more rules I'm sure you guys can think of. These are the ones on the top of my head. Did you do any of those things to get this experience? I'm betting no, because you weren't intentionally manifesting the current experience you're having. Most of you. Right? You have been manifesting, you have been curating your reality. When you're not aware of manifestation and you're not aware that you control your reality is running from autopilot. It's running on autopilot from your beliefs, from your instilled beliefs. Okay? So when you become conscious of manifesting, you just start choosing new beliefs instead in order to get a different experience. But up until you were aware, you weren't concerned with following rules. Your reality that you currently have now, you perfectly manifested and have always manifested simply by thinking of it as being true for you. Okay? Every ounce of manifestation comes from you thinking of something as being true for you, whether it was good or not. You thought of yourself as having that experience. Probably many times. The faster and the more dominant something becomes in our reality is determined by how much focus and awareness we put on it. Awareness being how much we're thinking of it, or worrying about it, or obsessing over it or whatever you want to call it. So, therefore, you didn't skim through these list of rules to make sure you are following all the rules in order to create the reality you have now. So why would you need to follow any rules to select a new experience? Let's reverse engineer here. You didn't need the rules to get the reality you have now. Why would you need the rules to get a different reality? You've been perfectly manifesting your whole life up until you've learned about conscious manifestation without any rule book. Why would you need it now? History would tell us, history of, reverse engineering, would tell us that we simply just need to choose different thoughts to get a new reality, the same way choosing those thoughts got us this reality. When you reverse engineer, you will see that you didn't need any of that to get where you're at now. So there is no reason to need all these rules to get something different. There are no rules in manifestation. Manifestation is simply whatever you're focusing on all the time, you select into your reality, okay? That's it. That's all it is. The method is not the problem. The rules are not the problem. It's your focus. It's your thoughts that are the problem. You need to choose better thoughts. You don't need to follow rules. There are no rules. It's the thoughts that you are choosing that are the problem. It's not the method. It's not that you're putting your SP on a pedestal. It's not that you're putting your desire on a pedestal. It's not that you're obsessing over it. It's not that you're affirming too much. It's not any of these. It's not because you're using the wrong words. It's not because you didn't do shadow work. It's not because of any of that. It's the thoughts that you're choosing. Choose better thoughts. Choose thoughts that are in line with the experience you want to have over and over and over again, and you will reveal that experience. You will select it and you will experience it. And the repetition is because you already have a built-in belief. So you built that belief over time with repetition. Everything in our world is repetition, whether we know it or not. It's either subliminal repetition or intentional repetition. Either way, it's repetition that instills beliefs. You start to believe something when you hear it over and over and over again. It was the same. It was like that for you growing up. Most of your beliefs, it was because you heard someone say it over and over again. A lot of our beliefs come from hearing the same thing or reading the same thing over and over again, from social media, from billboards, from commercials. Growing up, it was from TV. Every belief that you have is something that you heard or thought over and over and over again. So again, based on reverse engineering, if we look at that pattern, then we would just need to do the same pattern but with different thoughts to get the new belief and the new experience. It's really that simple. The law of assumption has been turned into such a gimmick. It's become, let me make this so overly complicated so that I can make you believe that you literally can't do it without me, and then I can sell you my service because I've made you so heavily dependent on me, because I've made it sound so complicated that you truly believe that you will not be able to get what you want without purchasing my service. Because I'm not going to tell you how to do it in this video. You got to buy the service. You got to buy the course. You got to buy the coaching. Right? That's what it's become. That's bullshit. Choose better thoughts. Choose them more often, and you will experience it. It's literally that simple. There is your answer. There is the magic key. There it is. That's it. I don't like the gimmick the law of assumption has become. The law is a free law. You're operating under it constantly. It's nothing for anyone to sell you. The only reason I offer coaching, and I offer it, I don't require you to buy coaching. The only reason I offer coaching is for people that do want my extra help. But I am not going to gatekeep or advertise a miracle method or try to convince you that you absolutely need my help to be able to manifest. You've been manifesting this whole time. You're manifesting right now. What are you focusing on every single day? What are the thoughts you're choosing every single day? I can guarantee you that is your experience right now. And if you are intentionally already manifesting something, changing your thoughts, choosing different thoughts, and with the intention of selecting a new reality, if you will keep persisting in it, you will experience that reality. You will get that manifestation. You will have that experience. If you will keep persisting, don't overconsume content. Get confused, waver, spiral, react. The thing with reacting, the problem with reacting for most people is that you already have that negative opposing belief. So while you're trying to change it to the belief that you don't currently believe, when you react, you reaffirm that old belief that's already strong. And so that's the one that is the easiest. That's the path of least resistance. So that's why I say it's best for you to try to not react, deny anything that doesn't line up with what you're selecting, and stay on the path of choosing the beneficial thought over and over and over again and denying the other thought, because you really can't afford at this moment to entertain the negative thought because you believe that one more. That one is the path of least resistance at this time. But if you will keep persisting in this new belief, the old one will fade away and this one will become the one that you believe more. And the thing, and especially because when you start affirming it, when you start focusing on something, it starts to pretty quickly start showing up in your reality one way or another because you are focusing on it. What you focus on, you get more of. And then you start to believe it even more. And the more you believe that thought, the more that one becomes true to you. And the old one will fade away until you no longer even consider that one anymore. But you have to discipline yourself at first. Okay? But there are no rules to manifestation. There are no fucking rules. There are no rules. You've been doing it perfectly. You're already a master at manifesting. You've been perfectly curating your reality the whole time. It's not the how that's the problem. It's the thoughts that you've been choosing that's the problem. So you just need to change the thoughts that you're choosing. That's the only thing you're doing wrong. The thoughts that you're choosing. That's the only thing. If you're not experiencing the reality that you want, it's simply just the thoughts that you're choosing. It is not because you're breaking some non-existent rule. There were no rules to get where you are now. There are no rules to get the experience that you want, the reality that you want, the life that you want, the person that you want, the money, the job, the school, the grades, the knowledge, whatever. There are no fucking rules. Okay? None. 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 Okay? Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And we out.